What's up everyone, HayDayGuides here, and today I'll be bringing you a video covering everything you need to know about the candy machine. I'll be including all the information you need to know about building the candy machine, as well as all the items that you can produce in the candy machine, and how much experience you get for each of these items, as well as how much you can sell them for in the roadside shop. Also, I'll be including what you need to do to get the mastery for this machine. I'll also be including my thoughts on what I believe are the best items to produce in the candy machine, and how many slots you need to buy for your candy machine. So let's go ahead and get started. The candy machine is unlocked at level 51 and will cost you 120,000 coins to build. Once it's built, the first item you'll be able to produce is a caramel apple. The ingredients for a caramel apple are 1 apple and 2 syrups. It takes 2 hours to produce a caramel apple, and you'll get 31 experience for each one you produce. The second item you will be able to produce is a toffee, which is unlocked at level 52. The ingredients for a toffee is 1 butter, 1 wheat, and 1 white sugar. It takes 1 hour and 30 minutes to produce, and you will get 21 experience points for each one you produce. The next item you can produce in the candy machine is chocolate, which is unlocked at level 54. This item requires 3 cacaos, 1 cream, and 1 white sugar to produce, and will take 20 hours and will give you 55 experience for each one you produce. The fourth item that you can unlock and produce in the candy machine is the lollipop, which is unlocked at level 57. This item requires 1 syrup, 2 strawberries, and 1 cherry to produce, and will take 12 hours to produce and will give you 41 experience for each one you create. The fifth and final item that you can produce in the candy machine is the jelly bean. This item is unlocked at level 60 and requires 1 raspberry jam, 1 blackberry jam, and 1 white sugar to produce, and will take 24 hours to make and give you 81 experience for each one you create. Now let's move on to what you need to do to get the mastery for this machine. To get the mastery for the candy machine, you must use this machine for a certain number of hours to get each of the 3 stars. To get the first star, you will need to use the candy machine for 70 hours. Once you get your first star, you will also unlock your first bonus, which is 10% more coins from goods from the candy machine, which you deliver in truck deliveries. To get the second star for the candy machine, you will need to use the machine for another 288 hours. Once you get your second star, you will also unlock your second bonus for this machine, which is for all goods that are produced in the candy machine, you will get 5% more experience from truck deliveries that require goods from the candy machine. To get the third and final star for the candy machine, you will have to use it for another 1,152 hours. Also, when you get your third star, you will unlock your third bonus for this machine, which is all goods that are produced in the candy machine will now be produced 15% faster. So, in total, you will have to use this machine for 1,510 hours to get the 3 stars in your mastery for this machine. Now, let's move on to the max price that you can sell each item from the candy machine in the roadside shop for. As you can see here, the max price for the caramel apple is 255 coins. The max price for the toffee is 176 coins. The max price for the chocolate is 460 coins. The max price for the lollipop is 342 coins. And finally, the max price for the jelly bean is 684 coins. Before I get into what I believe is the best item to produce in the candy machine and how many slots I think you need to unlock for your candy machine, I'd just like to point out that a lot of this comes down to personal preference and your style of play or how often you play the game. So what I think is best and what works best for me may not work best for you. To find out what works best for you, I'd suggest just playing around and trying out different things until you find something that works for you. But now on to my recommendations for the candy machine. For this machine, you really don't need to unlock any extra slots besides the 2 that you get when you first build the machine. The reason for that is because there are items in here that take up to 24 hours to make, meaning that it is easy to keep this machine going non-stop, with only 2 slots unlocked. The reason why I have 5 slots unlocked is because when you first build the machine, you can only produce the caramel apple and toffee, which both take under 2 hours to produce, meaning that if you want to keep this machine running, you will need to unlock a few extra slots at first. As for what item is the best to produce in the candy machine, this really depends on what you're trying to do. If you're going for the mastery, I'd recommend the chocolate, since the only rare ingredients you need to make it is the white sugar and cream, which both don't take too long to make. The reason I recommend the chocolate over the lollipop or the jelly beans is because the ingredients needed for the lollipop and jelly beans include jam products and syrup, and both of these take a long time to make, meaning you usually won't have any extra syrup or these jam products laying around to create these 2 items. My best advice for this machine is just try to keep it running with any items you can and not worry about which item will give you the best experience. Also, I'd recommend, instead of selling these items in the roadside shop, to hold on to them and sell them in truck deliveries, as you'll get a lot more experience and probably a lot more coins doing it that way. One last thing to note about the candy machine is all the items that you produce in this machine are items that are not requested by boat deliveries, which means you will never need to have any of these items for bulk deliveries. Due to this fact, that is the reason why I say it is best to sell your items in truck deliveries, as you'll get a lot of experience points. And that's going to wrap up my thoughts on what I think is the best and how to best use this machine. And it also will wrap up this video, as I believe that is everything you need to know about the candy machine. Other than that, I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and thanks for watching, everyone.